So a lot of you guys love talking and put in the comments, oh, he's saying all this stuff, but look at how he's dressed. Let me show you guys something real quick, you guys. This is the official Dallas Symphony Instagram page, right? The Dallas Orchestra is one of the world's most famous orchestras in the world, you guys. And I was actually featured on their page. And let me show you guys real quick. Right? So this is me. This is me. This is a girl I was dating. An amazing, beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Also, this is also me featured in the Dallas website. This was 2017, you guys. This was fucking damn, how 2017? That was 7 years ago. I was 22. I was 22 around that time. Featured in the Dallas website, Dallas actual magazine actually. Some more stuff here, modeled in different things, you guys. Walked in several fashion shows, you guys, things like that. You know, and these aren't major things, but like, you guys love attacking me for how I look when I come on video. And you guys, I hate to say it, but you're like a lot of women, you guys. You want to come and do some superficial shit about a person you don't even know. I sit in the comfort of my home. I've been working from home for 4 years. 4 fucking years, you guys. There's no reason for me to dress up like that. I'll be damned if I'm dressing up every damn day to look nice for some people I don't know. And yes, it's the professional thing to do. Yes, it's a nice thing to do. But it's Dallas. It's hot as fuck here, you guys. You don't understand, man. It feels so much more comfortable putting on a tank top and putting on some shorts. That's why I come on camera dressed like that, because it's comfortable. It's what I like to do. But a lot of you guys love talking shit on a person you don't even know. Like, it blows my mind. Blows my mind. I could see it if I was just some random scrub on the street, you guys, but I'm not no random scrub. I'm a very professional person, you guys. I have my loan license, real estate license. I keep telling you guys this shit because these are some very professional jobs. Being a loan originator, I just got approached by Aflac, Zillow, Texas Credit Union, Bankers Life, you guys, as a loan originator. I was just a loan originator for Caliber Home Loans. I am in very professional environments, you guys. Very fucking professional. Right? I choose to do these things because I've seen the writing on the walls, and I'm choosing a different life. Yeah, $20 an hour plus commission can make amazing money, but I've already touched $100,000 several times, you guys. That's not the way that I want to make $100,000. So let's just leave that alone. And let's get into and stop talking about my fucking image and shit like that, because a lot of you guys haven't been featured in fashion shows, modeled in certain things. You're not featured on your fucking cities, metropolitan cities, hub Instagram pages and shit like that, you guys. And it's not here to brag about anything like that. But listen, man, this is a huge ass city. There's like 8 million people in this damn city. You know what I'm saying? So get off my fucking ass, you guys. Like, God, it's crazy. It's so crazy. But anyways.
Shout out. See, all right, let's try this again. This is going to be a little bit different than something I normally put on the channel because, you know, there are other channels for this. There are other channels for this that are dedicated to this, that this is their main lane, okay? This is their main lane. So, but I'm going to tell you something. A lot of you guys, a lot of my patrons, a lot of people who watch the channel have asked me to speak on this topic for a minute, and I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. This is no disrespect to anybody. No disrespect to anybody, and I'm going to speak from my standpoint, the way I move, the way I have always moved in my life. You can't cheat the game, fam. You can't cheat the game. You can't cheat the game. The game will not allow you to cheat. Either you play the game to win or you die. The Game of Thrones, I talk about it. You can't cheat the game.
Best TV show series ever.
What's cheating the game? Well, let me start off this way. When I talk about image is the cheat code to the game. Shout out Linda Anderson. When I talk about image as the cheat code to the game, understand something. Image is the cheat code to the game. It's not cheating the game. See, when you use your image, you just hacking the game, but you're still in the damn game. You can't get around the game. You can't get over the game. You only can go through the game. And the game is going to exact the cost. I'm still going to try to keep this pretty PG. The game is going to cost you something. The game is going to cost you something. You can't cheat it. You can't think you got some magical way of getting around it, because if you cheat in the game, you cheating yourself. See, that's what a lot of you cats don't understand. You out here looking for shortcuts. You out here looking for fucking steroids. You out here looking for synthahol injections. You out here looking for, you might as well do like women and go buy some weave and get you some chest implants and some pec implants and go pick up somebody else's ATM receipt. That's the kind of shit a lot of you guys are on. You come onto these channels, onto my channel and to a lot of other channels, trying to find ways to freaking cheat because you don't want to get up and do the damn work. Let's talk about it. If you watch my channel, you know image is 4 parts. Only one part is the damn clothes you wear. That's the first part. That's the first 7 seconds. After that, the behavior and the way you move, your mindset. And that's where I say you can't cheat the game. You can't cheat the game. You can't roll up on a chick like Shelly Sterling and really holler at her. It don't matter if you looking good in your body, if you on point. You can be a good looking lame. You can be a good looking square dude. You can be a fly Pookie and Ray Ray. And guess what? When you in the game, when you face to face with another man or another woman, you're gonna get exposed.
Now, this is a great point, man. I completely agree with Kevin Samuels on this, and this is something that I realized and was made fun of. Actually, it's so funny, so fucking funny. I get on YouTube dressed a certain way because I'm comfortable. People make fun of me. But when I was younger, dressing the way Kevin Samuels dressed, I was made fun of as well. But because I actually approached the game like that, right? My grandfather taught me something. He said, dress the way that you want to be perceived. And so from that point, I was 19 when I actually started I remember the first time I really used like style to change the way that I was perceived was when I was working at UPS. I was working at UPS. One of my managers he did something, and I had to come up to the actual UPS off hours to speak to my manager's boss, because the way the manager was talking to me was extremely unprofessional. I came in some slacks, came in with a nice button up, talked to the manager. The boss to my manager got the manager fired, actually, because the guy perceived me so much more differently. He was able to take me more seriously because I was dressed nicely. I remember my first time, the interview for Caliber Home Loans, right? That's where I used to work at. That's what this is right here, you guys. $billion company. They sold it. They came in during 2020 when the interest rates were at an all-time low, and they sold because it was just perfect, man. It was the perfect cash grab of all time that I've ever been a part of, you guys. And anyways, I got hired there, and I remember a couple guys came to the office, to this nice ass place over in Las Colinas, you guys, rich ass area, financial district of the Dallas DFW area, you guys. This guy came in there to this company dressed like in a t-shirt, some jeans, like just so unprofessional, and I couldn't believe it. Like Sundance Brennan, I don't know if you guys know him or not. Look him up, you guys. Sundance Brennan, he's kind of a popular name in the financial and the financial market. He wrote a couple books, and he's a really smart, very smart guy. One of the smartest guys I've met in a long time, you guys. He was like, okay, look, he pointed out the people that were dressed unprofessionally, like, just leave. You're not even taking this job seriously. Just go. You get taken so much more seriously when in financial markets, or just in business professional settings when you dress appropriately, right? Now, cheating the game is interesting because I talk about this a lot too. I know a lot of guys that, they want to do the rapper lifestyle. They want to, they do want to cheat. They want to, I remember I even at a certain point was trying to do scamming. Back in 2020, I got on the dark web, did a tremendous amount of research, and actually learned how to skim cards. I learned how to write codes. I bought a bunch of, I got scammed a lot, but I ended up finding some legitimate card writing software to write, you know, the numbers and on cards, you guys. And I remember I went to a gas station and I used my own card at this point, right? It was my own card. And it actually worked. I got a blank card I bought off of fucking Amazon, used my own bank card, my own personal card, and I cloned it on a fake card, right? I remember going into the gas station, my heart was pounding as fuck. Put it into the ATM, the motherfucker worked. I thought that like fucking FBI was gonna come, somebody was gonna come to my, you know, I was looking at the guy at the register, you know, like I came in all black, you guys, like I would just look so suspicious. And after I did that, I was just like, this isn't worth it. It's not worth it. How many? Yes, you can see some people, but they're not, you know, it's not the majority. Some people can cheat the game and come out very successful, very professional. Future rapper, right? Cocaine. Now he's a very, very rich rapper, right? A lot of people, you hear a lot of people do drug dealing and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, they cheated the game, but it's not always worth it to try to do that, you guys. Like there's the consequences for trying to cheat the game are just not worth it, in my personal opinion. You can cheat the game, but it's just not worth it. The cons outweigh the pros. I think there are certain ways to cheat the game, because one thing I did realize being in finances and learning about mortgage fraud, learning about all the different ways that you could commit institutional financial fraud, you guys, white collar crime is if you're going to commit crime, white collar crime is the way to go. So if you're going to cheat the game, at least cheat in the way where you can get the most amount of money with the less amount of time. But I just don't think you should cheat in general. But fashion and understanding the game and confidence. I showed you guys, you know, my fashion and shit like that. It's not just looking good. It's also about having confidence. It's about knowing people. It's about networking and stuff like that. That's how you get into these areas. That's how you get put in certain eyes. That's how you get in these areas, you guys. Like I don't just talk shit on purpose. Like I'm not just some guy here just talking shit, you guys. I actually took his advice, right? And even before I even heard about his advice, I was going a different routes. So unpopular from the black populace, right? And even white people were like, "Oh, you're not black. You don't act black." I got that from white people too. Mexicans, all types of people. So it's not just a black or white thing, you guys. It's all types of people. It's so hard for them to perceive a black person actually dressing. And I'm mixed. I'm mixed. My my last name is Rosales, you guys. I'm mixed. But people don't perceive me as Hispanic. I wasn't raised as an Hispanic. My life experiences as a black man, right? I'm treated as that. And so it's so hard for the world to see a black person carry themselves with professionalism, speak articulately, actually use words that are more than 5 syllables. You know what I'm saying? So I completely agree with Kevin Samuels, and it's changed my life.
You're going to get exposed for what you are. You ain't done the work. That's why I am extremely competitive. I've always been light in the ass. I ain't never been no super big buff dude. Well, I actually was once upon a time, but I had to work at it. I was never going to be the physically intimidating, dominating dude. I knew that. So I didn't try to go out and walk around and stuff my shirt and do all this other shit. I just made myself the baddest, lean, skinny motherfucker around. That's why I went and learned Taekwondo, Shotokan, and Shaolin Kung Fu. Because I knew I'm not going to ever be the dude that's going to physically intimidate you. My voice ain't deep, James Earl Jones deep. So I knew that if I wanted to have to deal with these cats in the neighborhood and around, that I'm going to, when it's time to actually put up, I'm going to have to bring it. When some
It's so funny he says that. I remember I had this happen too. 19 at UPS, this older black guy, man, I can't even remember. I was 19. I was just walking around, like minding my business, going to work. This guy came to me. He was like, "Man, why are you walking so straight? Your head up so high. Why are you so confident?" Nigga got mad because I was actually like, I was walking straight. Like I was looking up straight. I never in my life experienced something like that. I'm like, oh my God, people will really get mad at you for actually feeling good about yourself. Feeling good about yourself. It was through Kevin Samuels' content, one of the reasons that inspired me to get into Muay Thai. I do Muay Thai, right? fucking, I'm pretty damn good at it too, you guys. Like, so it's so funny. People love to keyboard thug, man, or talk shit like until it, bro. Ain't man. Rest in peace, the Godfather, man.
Somebody try me, I'm going to have to try him. Yeah, I'm going off because I am tired of you guys trying to fucking cheat. You're going to have to do the self-improvement work. You're going to have to do the self-improvement work. Look, you could be a naturally pretty motherfucker. You can. You can be a pretty dude. You can be a handsome dude. You can be a naturally suave dude. If your mouthpiece is off, if your mind ain't right, if your hygiene is messed up, if you're an asshole, you ain't gonna win. I've been taking the. I'm gonna leave this up about 24 hours because sometimes, guys, you just got to get real. You got to get ultimately real because some of you guys ain't hearing it. You can't cheat the game. You can't have 2 pennies in your pocket and expect to ball outrageous. I made that post talking about if you're single and no kids and not working at least 60 hours a week, you're lazy. Guess what? You're lazy. I don't want to hear any of this bullshit about quality of life and life is to be lived. Yeah, to be lived for average.
I hate to keep cutting them out like this, but it was actually Kevin Samuels that in 2020 inspired me to stack multiple jobs, which helped me get my first $100,000. It was through him listening to that, and I have an 8 year. She'll be 8 years old this year, you guys. Unfortunately, I was one of the people that had a child at 21, didn't want it, but the woman did, and I made a couple videos on that, and you guys love bashing the motherfucker, right? But it was through his content and listening to it, I'm like, man, 60 hours a week, fuck it, I'll do 80. And so I did a tremendous amount of working, and that's what propelled me into the position that I'm in today. Now, the reason that I'm in the position that I'm in today, you guys, is also personal, but I've been able to experience and I've been able to get all of these accolades and shit like that because of, putting the work in, you guys. I would at a certain point in time, for people that have been close around me, I've had 5 jobs at one time, you guys. The most I've ever had is 5 jobs, 4 or 5 jobs, you guys. When I was working from home, you guys, yeah, it was peaches and cream. I was smoking and just fucking whatever, like whenever I wanted to. But after a while, I was like, you know what? I gotta utilize this effectively. And so I started stacking jobs, you guys, and I started making a whole bunch of money. I started meeting a tremendous amount of people. I started learning a lot of different things. And so, it really helped out listening to that. It's true. 60 hours a week, fuck that shit, man. You should be working 80 or 40 hours a week, fuck it. 60, 80.
You can live that average C life, that D life, but stop thinking you should have 8s, 9s, and 10s and be eating steak and lobster and riding good, flying good, living good. You don't want to put the work in, then don't expect the outcome. See, this is going to be a little too real for a lot of people because it's like you want to hear feel-good stuff all the time. But I would be remiss if I would not be a quality teacher if I just let you feel good all the time. See, when you go learn Kung Fu, when you go learn martial arts in this country, here's what they do. You come into the school, you see the discipline, you see all that other stuff. And you come in, you sign your contract, you're like, this is a good place, and this is a good place for me and my kids to learn all that kind of stuff. You go into the first level of class, hit the damn super chat button. I'm dropping game. Show some love because this is the kind of stuff that has to be sold, and I'm telling it to you right now. But understand something. You come into these classes with no belt, and you go in there and you learn stretching and this and fundamental this and that, and you go for 1, 2, 3 months. You go take your first belt test. 4, 5, 6 months, take your second belt test. By the end of the year, you up to a green belt. You like, oh man, cool. You really know something. Nah, sucker. You know just enough to get yourself killed. You know just enough to be dangerous. Then you go from Kung Fu 1 to Kung Fu 2, from beginner to intermediate. And then they close that door and the game switches. All of a sudden, that nice instructor up there is calling you all kind of punks and sissies and quiet and looking at you, telling you you're weak because he doesn't have to play with you no more. You're in the game, and he can get real with you and let you realize, guess what, dude? All the stuff you think you know, because you know how to throw a back fist and a kick, you know just enough to get your ass killed. And if you walk out here with this halfway ass kung fu game, halfway ass game, you're going to roll up into a situation thinking you can do something and get yourself knocked the fuck out. You're going to get hurt. And that's what a lot of you guys are trying to do. You're trying to cheat the game. Come onto my channel. Come on to other people's channel. Steal a little information. Steal a little knowledge. Not pay your damn way. Not show no love on the channel. Not be a patron. Not super chat one time. And then try to get all this good information and good game. And then you're going to take it out into the world and try to use that damn gumbo and think you got something? Oh, man, KFC fit over fashion. Oh, man, okay. So what, you going to go paper? I tell you to go take your shit to the tailor. What are you going to do? You're going to go get the little ironing shit and then put your own hem in your own pants? You're going to go get your own pins and try to pin your shit up? See, guys who cheat the game, when I was growing up, they wouldn't go buy the polo shirt. They go buy a Hanes t-shirt and sew the damn polo on it. You know if you got the heart of a cheater. And this is going to offend some of you. But some of you guys got the heart of a cheater. You got the spirit of a cheater. Your heart pump Kool-Aid. You want the shit easy. You want it easy. I don't give a damn what your IQ says. I don't give a damn where you at. You want the game easy. You don't respect the game, and the game is going to fuck you up. Because when you get out here and dealing with real ones, when you're dealing with real ones, and the real ones come in all shapes and fashions. See, you used to dealing with real ones that look like you, but real ones that don't look like you are the ones that are going to jack you up because you ain't ready.
Now, I will be a contrarian real quick. I know an unpopular opinion. We're going to have some haters in the comments, but specifically when it comes to designer clothes, that's something you can cheat, you guys. That shit's a scam from the jump, man. There's no point in buying legitimate shit. Some people say, oh, go for it, whatever. Oh, you're fugazi. You over here faking and cheating people. Fuck that shit, man. Why the fuck am I paying $1,000 for a fucking t-shirt that someone in Cambodia made for $10? If that. Motherfuckers made it for like $5. People in China, you need to, honestly, designer is best bought from the actual motherfuckers who make the shit in the sweatshops. They call it reps. This shit's not reps. The shit is literally from the motherfuckers who make it, right? Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Balenciaga, or whatever. They'll pay these guys, these people over in other countries, dimes. And so what these guys did, and they're like, fuck it. We'll take the information y'all gave us. Y'all told us how to make the clothing and the bags. So we'll just open up our own shops and sell it via third party. And we'll just call it replicas. Fuck that shit, bro. Like, I understand there's some rich people out here who can afford it, but even when I had money, the only things that I would ever really truly spend legitimate money on, like actual retail, is fragrances and hell, watches and fragrances are probably the only things that I'll actually legitimately spend. But clothing and bags and shit like that, fuck that, bro. I'm getting it straight from the source. I'm not getting it from the actual Louis Vuitton store or Blitz. Nah, fuck that. And I know what you're thinking, oh, that's some fake shit. No, how about you guys do some research? In California, there was a lawsuit going on that a lot of high-end women, white women, very rich women, were buying fake Birkins. They had to shut that shit down. Look it up, you guys. Google it. Was it Valley women in California fake Birkins? Just look it up. It was covered by a whole bunch of news sources. White women, very rich white people, were buying fake shit, going from the fucking replica sources instead of buying it from the real places. You guys, it's just stupid spending that much money on it. Like, if this is a real bag right here, $1,000-$2,000 on a bag like that right here, it's just stupid in my opinion. It doesn't make fucking sense. That money can be used in so many better ways to spend it on a fucking bag that you can get for like $200. Yeah, that's still a lot of money for a bag, but like $200, getting it from the source versus getting it from a fucking inflated. Bro, I was working at restaurants when I was doing serving. We would sell bottles of wine and we would upcharge it 4 or 5 times. You can get a bottle of La Crema, right? Some La Crema Cabernet. You can buy that at fucking like Total Wines for like $20. You go to a restaurant, that shit's selling for like $70, $100, you guys. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to do it. So that's just, I'm gonna be contrarian on that. There's certain things, like when it comes to designer and just clothes and shit like that, you can cheat that shit for sure, bro. Fuck this moral stuff, bro. It's not moral from what the fucking designer companies are doing from the jump. So I will disagree on that one right there.
You ain't ready because you step into that ring and know what you know. You step into that ring and say, I'm a black belt, I'm a MMA. Kimbo Slice took his ass to the MMA. He was a badass street fighter, right? He was knocking niggas out in Miami. He was doing all this other shit. Took his ass to the MMA and got wiped because he did not respect the game. He didn't have any cardiovascular. He could not grapple. He could not strike. All he could do was punch. And he got knocked out by Glass Joe. A lot of you guys out there don't want to work. You running around here, oh man, I can just cheat it. You know, I ain't got to, you know, man, I borrowed my man's car. You faking, you fronting. That's what you're doing. And when you fake and you front, you die. You fake and you front and you die because you know good and damn well you can't do it. You know good and damn well you can't do it. That's why you need to mark your competition. You need to point out who your competition is. You need to say, that's my competition. You're only as good as your competition. If you're competing with lame niggas, you lame. If you compete with square dudes, you square. You can compete with knuckleheads, you're a knucklehead. You need to put your competition up here. When I came out into corporate America, my competition was the CEOs. My competition was the guys who were flying first class and making moves. My competition was not the guy next to me, my manager. My competition were the guys who moved in an area I never moved in. And you know what? I had to go learn it. What's a Republican and a Democrat? What's conservative versus? I had to go learn it. While everybody else was out there just taking their base salary and doing what they did, I was in there learning the game because my competition was up there. And when I got my chance to step in the ring with them, personally or professionally, I held my own. I got knocked out sometimes too, but goddamn it, I was in the fight. You know damn well if you in the fight or not. That's why a lot of guys walk around here with this diminished life. You don't want to go holler at a super bad chick when you see her, because you know you ain't done the work. Let's just be real. You know you ain't done the work. You see a bad bitch walk by, you like, damn. Oh man, yeah. You know, damn. If you ain't moving to go do something about it, you know you just died. Like shit. Opportunity just happened, and I ain't ready.
It's true. It happens sometimes.
If you in this game, you gonna go holler at her. Opportunity comes along in business. Oh man, you know that's the white man ain't gonna let me have it. You ain't done the work. That's why I said you can't cheat this game. The game is gonna cost you. You can either pay the cost up front or you can pay the cost every day in your diminished results. You can pay the cost up front or you can pay the cost long term. I want the guys who want to pay the cost up front, who want to get in and do the work and understand, you know what? If I'm going to take this shit to the next level, my best thinking has got me right here. I need something better. I need somebody who know more. Hit the damn like button. I need somebody who know better. I'm going to have to buy my consult. I'm going to have to get some time with this dude. I'm going to do it. You 1-2 dudes, you nickel and dime dudes, you penny ante dudes, you got a penny ante mindset. And you want the best in life. Please, stop lying. Just say it. I'm not willing to do the work. I'm not willing to make the sacrifice. I'm not willing to make the investment. I just want to get by and feel good. Guess what? You can do that, fam, and that's completely fine. But stop getting in these comment sections. Stop high side and signifying, oh man, this is a dope game. Oh man, I'm gonna schedule this. Oh man, I'm gonna do this. Man, oh man, I'm gonna book that with you. Man, you don't gotta do all that. Just sit back and watch the content. But you do all that because you want somebody to see you. Oh man, he typed real good. He types a mean game. But what is it out in the world? You can't cheat this game. You need to mark your competition, and you gotta love the taste of your own blood. You gotta learn how to compete. If you ain't never been knocked out, you ain't fought. Let me tell you this again. If you ain't never been knocked out, you ain't fought for nothing. If you ain't never been fired, you ain't never been embarrassed, you ain't never been humiliated, you ain't been knocked the fuck out, you ain't fought nobody. You ain't done nothing. And that just means your heart's pumping that Kool-Aid because you ain't stepped it up. You still doing the same shit you were doing in elementary or junior high or high school at 40 years old. Why? Because you don't want to lose. No, you don't want to lose, but you're losing every damn day. Don't nobody got to tell you when you're 5'10" and 250 pounds, you're obese. Get your ass in the gym. Oh man, the white man's measuring standards and body mass index and all that. Nick, when you get your sloppy wet ass out of the shower and you see yourself in the mirror and you see them titties and you see them stretch marks and all this other stuff, you know damn well I wouldn't fuck me. Then why would you expect her to fuck you?
Bro, Kevin spit a game. So like, here's the deal, man. It's funny story. I was really fat up until about like ninth grade, you guys. And what sparked the transformation was I was changing in the gym in middle school. My friends was like, damn, boy, you got some man titties. Since then, bro, I did push-ups. And actually, just a couple days ago, I had one of my homies at the gym, man, spot me, man. I did 275 3 times in bench press, you guys. Amazing. And then I went around and squatted 315 3 times, you guys. Man, I'm about 210 510. About 210 510. So I'm not obese. Definitely not obese. You know what I'm saying? And man, my pull-up game is good too, you guys. I can do like if I maxed out, I can maybe put out 10 pull-ups, you guys. Good solid pull-ups, not them little fake ass super fast pull-ups. No, I'm talking about extending your arms and then going up, you guys. And so yeah, man, you can't cheat the game, man. You can't cheat it. And I definitely put the work in, you guys. You got to put the work in, man. It feels so good. And it's not even about women at a certain, it's about you. That's what you got to realize. And that's what I had to realize like a certain while ago. It's like, it's not even about women at this point. It's about me. This is what I feel good about. Fuck what other people perceive me as. This is what I want. You know what I'm saying? It's just an extra benefit that people, you know, respect you a little bit more. People come talk to you. People come to the, like, after I did my squats and those bench presses, bro, I had like 2-3 guys come up and talk to me, man. And it feels good. It feels good, man. It feels good.
Oh man, well let me go ahead and I'm a teddy bear. I'm thick. I'm big bone. No, you lazy and sloppy. See, you like to come on my channel and act like I'm trying to tell you you need to play a game. You need to buy some clothes and front. No, ain't no fronting over here. Ain't nothing sweet about what's going on over here. Just because I look cool and got my glasses on, believe me, I'm about that game. Man to man, I can step anywhere with anybody and I will get respect. In my goddamn purse strapped across my chest, in my high heel goddamn boots, in my perfume. But fuck with me. Guarantee anytime I go, I will go man up with anybody. Let's go in here and see who can pull the baddest. Let's see who can go in here and get the most contacts. Let's see who can go in here and actually hustle up. Can you do it everywhere you go? Can you go into the hood club or can you go into the country club? I can go everywhere. Why can't I go everywhere? Because I've done the damn work. I've done the effort. I put it in. And that's where confidence comes from. You see dudes who get on here with outstanding confidence like AMS and those dudes, it's because he's done the damn work. It ain't just shit talking. A lot of you guys have only learned how to talk shit. Talk shit and lie. Go into the barbershop. You hear some of the best shit talking, some of the best roasting, some of the best lying, but you can look at how they are moving, and if you're really in this game and at that level, you know what's real and what's fake. You ain't got to call it out, but real recognize real. My question is this: when you gonna get tired of lying? When you gonna get tired of trying to cheat? When you gonna want to do the work? What has to happen? What has to happen for you to decide, you know what? I'm on that bullshit. I'm on that bullshit. I'm really not. I'm not really about this. I'm not doing it like I need to. And I can't get to the next level. I need to go ahead and take a step out. I need to take some time off and get my game up. The game is going to have its money. The game is going to get paid. The game is going to get paid. You're going to pay the cost. You can either pay the cost up front or you can live the cost every day. But you can't cheat the game. The game is what you got in here and in here. And if you're gonna get triggered, you're gonna get sensitive, you can find me up in the comment section all you want to. Guess what? I still do what I do. And the dudes who think like I do get their results too. I wasn't born with any of this. I had to learn it just like everybody else. I had to get out and do the work. I had to put in the effort. I had to sacrifice. I had to stay up, work, invest, all that shit. And if I had to do it, and everybody else I know who's getting the guy to do it, I'm a guarantee you, almost 8 billion people on this planet, thousands of years of recorded history. If somebody had figured out a way to cheat the game and get around it, you would know about it. You can't cheat it, so you might as well stop trying. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end it. Some of you suckers put more energy into trying to figure out how to cheat the game than to pay the game. You put more energy in trying to figure out how not to do the shit than do it the right way. Pay the game. Learn the game. Get in the game. And what you're really saying is, I know I ain't about it. I ain't willing to do it. So let me just go ahead and make myself feel like I'm doing something. If you're surrounded by cats like that in your life, get them out. Get them out, get them out, get them out. You don't need anybody around you who's going to tell you, man, the game can be cheated. You can actually get through this without having to do it. Man, you ain't got to do it that way. You got to do it this way. Again, look at their life and ask yourself, do you want their life or do they have something better for you? Bottom line is this. You can't cheat the game. The game will be paid. The price will be paid. What kind of results do you want to have? I want you to have the best results, period. I want you to have the best you can. I want you to have the best you can get. But you're going to pay for that shit.
Amazing content as always, man. I absolutely enjoyed watching him, and I'm gonna continue to get through his old stuff, man, until we kind of get current, because we're in a time now where his message and his content is more relevant than ever before, and it's just such a shame that the world is the way it is at the moment right now, you guys. And you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'll leave it off with this last thing real quick. One thing that I did that people made fun of me once again for doing was, from the ages of 23 to 25, actually 26, I spent 3 years, and during my lunch and during my break, when I was working in office before the illness happened, before 2020, on my lunch and on my break, I would take 48 Laws of Power or some other books, and I would take it with me to work, put it in my backpack or put it in, wherever. And on my lunch and on my break, I would read. I would read every single day. And it's because of reading all those books and ingesting all of that knowledge, you guys, that my mind shifted. I learned so much, and I got promoted at different jobs. And it wasn't just because they saw me reading a book or anything like that. No, it was because I changed my mindset. I knew that I did not know what I needed to in order to get the life that I wanted to live, right? And so reading a bunch of books and just putting the work in, you guys, has tremendously changed my life. And it's important to put the work in, you guys. I do find myself cheating, or just being lazy and not doing the work every now and then, but it's, as long as you know what's important and when to do the right thing, things will change. Things will change for you. So with that being said, man, it's your brother Trey, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.